The Daily Purge. How are you today? Hope you're doing fantastic. But let me ask you something. What the heck are you trying to say? I hear you talking, and you're saying a lot, but not much is actually being communicated. You know what I'm talking about? I'm sure you've heard it before, right? Where someone's talking and talking and talking, and you're not sure what they're trying to say because they just keep repeating the same thing over and over, but in different ways, right? So what are you trying to say, right? And if you don't know what I mean, and go to Clubhouse for a while and listen. You're going to see a lot of people up there get on stage ready to roll, and they don't know what they're going to say. They don't know how to present it. They don't know how to be concise. They don't know how to get to the point. They're not teaching anything. They're not giving any action steps. So what's the point of talking, right? You know, one of the first steps of knowing knowing how to communicate is knowing what you're going to say. What are you going to say? What are you trying to say? Why are you trying to say it? Right? These are all the things that I look at when I'm doing my speeches or keynotes or whatever you want to call them that I do, So you have one chance to make an impression. You have one chance to make an impression, right? One chance to get your point across. This doesn't matter if you're out in a meeting or you're at a store or wherever it is. It doesn't matter. You have one chance. People are going to have a perception that they have based on your actions, your verbiage, whatever it is that you use. So, right? How do you deliver that point, though? That's the question. All right, so how are you going to deliver that point? I made a post like this today on Instagram, so you might want to go check it out. And how about thinking about what it is that you want to say first before you deliver the message? Isn't that a novel concept? What do I want to say? Why am I going to say it? Right. So here's a couple things that you want to look at before you open your mouth to talk about something that's important to you and you want to have an impact. First of all, what do you actually want to say? Second of all, is it the correct audience? Do they even want to hear what you have to say? Is it a demographic that, like, if you're going to talk about ice hockey to a bunch of football players, probably not going to work, right? How concise can you be and clear when you're delivering that content? Do you have to keep using the same words over and over, or how concise can you be? And here's a big one. People remember things in groups of 3, 3, 6, 9, right? Or you do one thing and people remember that as well. Do you have points in your delivery that has 1, 3, or 6 points, so to say, right? Where you can say, do this, this, and this, right? And then of course, are you cutting out the filler words? You don't hear me talking much about, that kind of stuff. Oh, comments. Hey, everybody. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Adam, Olga, Jose. All right. Land the damn plane. There you go, brother. All right, so cutting out the filler words. The filler words are like, yes, hello, my name is Stephen Kuhn, and I am come on. You don't know who you are? You don't know what you do? You don't know how to present it? Come on now. Get it together, right? How does that make me think when there's a leader? I'm a leader of people, but I don't know how to present myself. I don't know how to say what I want to say without hee-hawing around, right? When's the last time you heard that? And do you have tangible action steps to add value? Can I walk away from that, what you're going to say, and go, man, I'm ready. If I do this, this, and that, this is going to happen, right? Exactly, Nikki. Exactly. Looking forward to our call, by the way. Right? And the tangible action steps to add value are so freaking key because that's what they're going to carry away with you and remember, right? And then, of course, you recap at the end of your thing. So of your talk. So let's do this again. What do you want to say? Is it the correct audience, the correct demographic? How concise can you be? Do you have 1, 3, or 6 points? Are you cutting out the filler words? Do you have action steps at the end? And are you recapping those 7 things? And I'll tell you what, you are going to blow it away. And what I'm talking about when I say that is when you speak like that, just today in Clubhouse, I have a session every Thursday at 6:30 a.m. Eastern time in Breakfast with Champions. I have 30 minutes. And I always go, we're going tangible today. And people love it. Why? Because they pull out a pen and they can write down, and they know after my session they can walk away and implement something and change their life, their business, their attitude, their whatever it is. They love it. Yet people want to learn. Always a teacher and always a student, right? So I was in there today, and just through my language of the direct delivery, knowing what I wanted to say, having the 3 action steps, or 3 action points, recapping at the end, and not using any filler words, I got invitations to podcasts, right? Can you come to my podcast? I love how you speak, right? Too early for California. Sorry, brother. I got invitations to podcasts, nationally syndicated podcasts. This is how I've been able to get on over 150 podcasts in the last 12 to 14 months without me ever reaching out, ever wanting to reach out. It just happens because someone hears me speak and they go, oh, that guy can speak. He's clear. He's concise. He has action steps. He recaps. He does something about that. They don't know it consciously, but something about the way I say things really, really makes a difference. Well, I just told you what it was, right? And that's what from now on, especially in Clubhouse, please stop the fluff, please. Right? Hello, it's Stephen. Thank you so much for being here. You're all fantastic. I love being here. It's one of my favorite places to be. I'm calling you from here to here. I'm eating my Fruit Loops with milk. And then, yeah, what's your point? Right? What's your point? Come on. You know, what are you there for? Right? There's a lot of people that spend their lives on Clubhouse, and I know some of them aren't making any money. I just wonder what they're doing and what's the point, right? Thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. So to recap, see what I did there? What do you want to say? Is it the correct audience? How concise can you be? Do you have 1, 3, or 6 points? Are you cutting out the filler words? Do you have tangible action steps to add value? And are you recapping at the end? Number 1 rule, no self-promotion. Quit talking about yourself. No one gives a damn. They care about them. People care about them, right? Unless they're friends. The number 2 rule, never speak on something that's not your powerhouse talent unless you're asked for an opinion. Why? Because people listen to those who have absolute certainty in their delivery. And you only have absolute certainty in your delivery when you know what the heck it is you're talking about. Number 3, when you're done, you're done. No rambling, point made, don't hog the stage. Just end it and say, thank you, I'm out. And some people say, this is Stephen and I'm done speaking. You know, it's like, you don't need that, but fine. If that's the etiquette, then go for it. I just think it's just strange. But yeah, so be concise, clear, jargon-free, knowledgeable, and certain in what you will deliver. Write it down. Think for a minute before you're deploying your voice. I always write my stuff down before I go in. Even if I'm going in something that I know, I write it down so I can keep track of where I am and I can recap. I go back and go down. I go back and go down. And this is, like I said, this is how I get invited to, about 150 podcasts in the last 12 to 14 months. People want new info or old info packaged with action steps and tangible advice and instructions. So you can repeat what everyone says. If what you say doesn't allow the listener to walk away and take action to change their life in some way, then add a recap and action steps at the same, and set a time limit for them to act. Anyone can go to YouTube and get motivated, right? Motivational speech is filled with strap lines and the latest saying, do little to change anything besides a few minutes of motivation until life smacks you in the face again, head on. I personally, when I listen to somebody, I seek growth and knowledge and that application of that knowledge. And if I don't get that in the first couple seconds, I don't see something that's coming, I'm done. I just turn it off and I leave, right? Anything else, I just tune out. So I promise you this, if you follow these simple steps, the messages, offers, and collaborations will explode if you stick to this. This isn't for a keynote. Keynote, you have to add, this is what we're going to cover today. You don't have to go all that. You can do that if you want. Know what you deliver, structure it, deliver it, recap, set action steps, move it down. So you can write it down, right? Do it yourself. And from now on, practice. Practice with your lawyer. Practice with any business appointments you have. Practice with clients. What is it do you want to say, right? And remember, the most important thing that we say in the book is, hey, Phoenix, the most important thing that we say in the book is create space. You create space by showing up for the person in front of you wholly and fully with no preconceived notions or cookie-cutter solutions, focusing only on the intention of adding value by solving problems. You can't control the outcome, so forget the outcome, right? Action steps are something that you control. You don't control the outcome of those action steps. So focus on the intentions, okay? Get out there and crush it. This is your day. This is your week. This is your month. And guess what? It's your year too. But only if you take those steps in perfect action, create as you go, focusing on the intention. Okay, you go out and get it. Love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow. And remember, it's all about quality of life.